Okay, trigonometric ratios on the calculator. So all the ratios, the sine, cos and tan of all the different angles are stored onto your calculator. To start with, we need to make sure this little D is on the screen to make sure that all the angles are measured in degrees. If you can't see a D there, you need to go to Shift, Mode, and then press the number 3 to get it into degrees. To find the values of particular like relationships, trig ratios for particular angles, we just press the sine, cos or tan first and then the angle and equals. So for cos of 25 degrees, I would press the cos button, they're all here, sine, cos, tan, so cos button, 25, press the equals button, and you'll get a great big long number on your screen, and you can round it off to a certain number of decimal places. Can you write those notes down, please? Then, on the calculator, sometimes the angles are given in degrees, which we put a little degree symbol next to the number, and sometimes minutes, and sometimes seconds. So we have a dash for minute and 2 dashes for seconds. Basically, 1 degree is made up of 60 minutes, and 1 minute is made up of 60 seconds. So if I've got an angle that's 58 degrees and 7 minutes, it can be written in this smaller form. So the degrees for degrees and the dash for minutes. To put that actual angle into your calculator, just clear that, I would be actually putting in 58, and I'd press this degrees minute button here to put that in, and the 7 minutes. Now, the minutes doesn't come up as a dash on your calculator, but when you're writing it in answers to questions, it's always got a dash. So if you could take a moment and write that, please. Finding trig ratios on your calculator, you would type in the sine, cos or tan first, then the angle. So let's try these ones and check if we can get these answers here. So tan of 24, I'll press tan, 24, press equals. So make sure you can get that on your calculator. It's rounded to 3 decimal places, 1, 2, 3, and then I cut everything else off. The second one, cos of 36 degrees, 42 minutes. So I'll press cos, 36 degrees, 42 minutes, equals, and it comes up like this. And you can see where I've rounded off after 3 numbers, after the decimal point. Because I'm cutting off 7, I round that off to a 2. Now here, this question here, it actually, like in algebra, if I had 8x, it would mean 8 times x. This means 8 times cos. So I'm going to go 8 times cos of the 27 degrees, 59 minutes. 59 minutes equals, you can see 1, 2, 3. What I'm cutting off is 5 or more, so that last digit there goes up to a 5, so 7.065. This one here, you can do it 2 ways. You can put the top number in and go divided by the bottom, or you can just use your fraction button and put in the 13.4 on the top, arrow down, sine 51 degrees, 12 minutes. You can always close the brackets to make it look neater. Press equals. You can see that cuts off nicely there to the 3 decimal places. Can you please pause the clip and write down those notes? Now, the next thing we need to be able to do is to find the angles. So when we're finding angles, we are told sine, cos or tan of some angle, usually theta, equals a particular ratio. So we know, in this case because it's tan, we know that the opposite divided by the adjacent side gives you this answer. Now we want to work backwards to get our angle. So we actually have to press shift first before we press our sine, cos or tan. put in the particular ratio you're given, like the number, and then we use this degrees button to turn our answer back into minutes and degrees. So let's have a look at this one. Tan theta equals this. So it says press shift, press your sine, cos or tan. So for this one, we'll be pressing tan, and then we put the ratio in. So this ratio is 0.654, okay, and press equals. Now it gives me the decimal form. To put it into degrees and minutes, we press the degrees minutes button. So basically this is saying 33 degrees, 11 minutes, and 4.87 seconds. So you can see it uses the dashes in the answer form. It just doesn't use it when you're putting the actual angle in. So here, to the nearest degree, I'm rounding off here. I'm cutting off everything after the 33 degrees. Now, if that was over 30, I'd actually be rounding that up to 34 degrees, because our halfway is not our 5, it is our 30. It's halfway between the 60 minutes in each degree. So in the second one it says round to the nearest minute. So that means here's my degrees, here's my minutes, and I'm cutting everything else off after it. Now again, because that's under 30, I leave it at 11. If that was over 30, I would have had to make that 12. And that's how you write it. Okay, can you pause the clip please and write down the notes on this screen here?